Well, Liverpool are taking on AFC Bournemouth on the road this weekend. Liverpool coming off of a 2-0 win over Sunderland in the Premier League last weekend, followed by a 2-0 win over Leeds United in the English Football League Cup. And now the Reds turn their attention towards a Bournemouth team that is probably going to be fighting relegation, but they have real talent. They have a real bright up-and-coming manager with Eddie Howe. And, this is definitely not a guaranteed 3 points. They never really are. But, Liverpool, this is their first real major test. How the Reds deal with the absence of Philippe Coutinho, suffering a devastating ankle injury last weekend. He will be out until the end of the year at least. And, it begs the question, who is going to step up in his absence? Will there be a formation change? Who is going to play up top? Who's going to replace Coutinho on the wing? I thought that Gini Wijnaldum's performance against Leeds United out on the flank was a little bit disappointing. But, you can't fault him too much when he's been playing more centrally the whole season. Although we're talking about a guy, Wijnaldum, who is so positionally versatile. He has a lot of experience playing multiple positions. I think ultimately Klopp will choose to go with a 4-3-3, lining up with Firmino out wide, Origi up top, and then Sadio Mane on the wing. Both Origi and Firmino were carrying knocks the last time they played. However, they will both be fit, ready to play. Another great piece of news for Liverpool this week is that Adam Lallana returned to full training today. But you would think that Jurgen Klopp will be cautious with such an important player like him, easing him back into the fold, although it'll be great just to see Lallana on the bench and, get his chance to show off his shine getting subbed on, for one of the three guys who are going to have played 3 games in a week. Chan, Wijnaldum, and Mane each played against Sunderland and Leeds United. So those guys, you might be a little bit worried about fatigue on their end, although, Klopp obviously keeps his players in tip-top shape. But I think Origi is the most important player for Liverpool in this game. He has to continue to build off this momentum he has. He scored against Sunderland, an absolute peach golazo, fantastic shot he had. Even better technique on his part to create the space to get it off from such a tight angle. And then, his ruthless short-range finish off a Trent Alexander-Arnold cross against Leeds. So, he can get it done in a variety of ways. Of course, he can score with his head as well. Big, physical player who runs his tail off. Now, Mane has been off form recently, but, Reds fans have been kind of spoiled. He got off to an absolutely ideal start to life at Anfield. He has 6 goals to date already. But the thing is, when he struggles, he doesn't let it get him down. He was absolutely immense in the closing stages against Sunderland. It's not a matter of effort. His just first touch and touch in general has kind of let him down at times. So you would hope that, he picks it back up sooner than later. He traditionally has struggled at Southampton in the winters. You would hope that's not a habit that continues at Liverpool, but, plenty of reason to have faith in Sadio Mane. In terms of bringing the creativity and the spark, that's going to fall on Firmino's shoulders, with Coutinho out. He's certainly the most technically gifted player outside of Coutinho. There will be less pressure on Firmino to score goals, so perhaps we'll see some nice service from him this week. Now, looking at the midfield, I think it's going to be Henderson, holding it down, playing the holding midfielder role. Chan might play a little bit more advanced like he did against Leeds United. And, Wijnaldum, I think, will be playing in the midfield as well. And he will be looking to get forward and really make things happen. He loves to score goals. He had a great back heel to set up Ben Woodburn's goal against Leeds. And so, the midfield going to be very, very important in controlling the park. Fortunately, they will not have to worry too much about breaking down a bus. Eddie Howe plays real football. Do not expect Bournemouth to play defensively, which will be great. Now, Bournemouth, they have former Liverpool guys. They have Brad Smith and Jordan Ibe. I think Ibe in particular is going to go out there with a point to prove. If he gets runs at James Milner, perhaps that could be trouble because obviously Milner does not have Ibe's mobility. However, if he tries to get into the box, I think Lovren and Matip will shut him down. And I think Callum Wilson, although he's had a pretty nice start to the season as Bournemouth striker, he has 4 goals so far. I think Matip will shut him down, especially aerial, in terms of when he tries to make headers. So, all in all, you got to be feeling good about Liverpool's chances on the road in this game. Really excited to see how the Reds perform, especially seeing if Loris Karius can continue to build on his rapidly growing confidence. So my final score prediction in this game is Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0. And as always, Reds, you'll never walk alone.